name's Andrew Wright. I've been a project manager for over 25 years now, and I've been a management consultant specialising in projects for 10 years of that. I was contacted by a large telecoms company with an office in Manchester. They had bought a Manchester-based company, and after 6 months they were really struggling to move their customers from the old billing systems to their current billing systems. I went in, had a talk to them, and had a look at why they were having these problems, and I realised that the problem was that they were treating things as a one huge problem. They saw the elephant and were trying to eat it all at once, and so they were just walking round and round and round looking at it. When I took control of the project, I spent some time finding out what the scope of the project was and what was really required. And it very, very quickly became apparent that the approach that they'd used in the past of treating it as a computer or data migration exercise was just not going to work at all, because what they wanted was to keep all their customers during this migration. And billing migrations in the telecoms field are notorious for causing a lot of customers to churn out. The focus on retaining customers meant that the whole approach had to be geared around that. And so I engaged with a lot of stakeholders throughout the business in the early stages to understand what was involved. And in fact, the way we did that was to run a pilot. We said, right, what we're going to do is to migrate 50 customers in 3 months' time. And by doing that, we would flush out as many of the issues as possible early on, and we'd get as much business buy-in early on as possible. And so what we did was we selected 50 customers who just had a single product, and it was a simple product with a line rental. And you would have expected that to be very quick and easy to do. It wasn't. We found that we were dealing with virtually every part of the business except the field service engineers. Billing systems just impact on everything. So by taking this piloting approach, and at each step, each phase of the migration, we were able to add complexity, add more customers. We worked our way steadily through, and eventually we had a very, very high success rate. I can't honestly say we lost more than a handful of customers out of 12,000 accounts. And the company were absolutely delighted. Meeting the people, I could see that they were much too close to the problem. They had much too much information. What I was able to do was to stand back and see the big picture. This meant that I could dispel a lot of their assumptions. I could blow away a lot of work or effort that was not required, and I could see how to work around the log jams that they developed for themselves. In most instances, this was seized upon very happily by the people. They were very happy that they could see a way forward and pitched in. Change is painful. Everyone finds it painful. Nobody really likes it, even though they say that they do. Especially when we're talking about your work, your job. It used to be that change was an occasional thing, and that after the change was finished you could all relax and go back to just turning the handle. But in this climate today, change is continuous. As soon as one thing is finished, then you're starting another, or even you can be partway through one change and the next one starts. It means that people are under stress and strain all the time, and people need help to deal with that. The thing I really like about my work is making people happy. I know it sounds odd for management consultancy, but I love seeing my clients smiling because they've got the outcome that they needed. I love working with people who at the end of it have gone from being confused, unhappy, to feeling proud to have achieved a result. And that's what I like about it.